The fog, the haze, the rain, people walking by. Try to find my place in this world. Yeah, check it out. Outside my window, the goons with the mob ties will lock eyes and end you. They tend to offend dudes, they pop nines and render your body with hot iron. Stop lying, you're mental. Reply to the cops now, they switch like Nintendo. Hit all the passwords, now shit is simple. You bent over backwards, now you in limbo. The cup runneth over and
Lost audio.
The audio. The audio has left us. I think Cheeky's the only one bopping. Hello, hello. Audio, no audio.
Cheeky, no audio.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Lost audio. We was in space.
What's good? Grim, how you doing, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope everybody's doing all right. This is 3 beats later. Let me shut that beat down. That was everybody on the beat. That was a full team collab, actually.
Yeah.
We haven't listened to that one in a while. So, hope everybody's doing all right. We are back. We took last week off, and we're kind of just getting back into the swing of things over here. So this is 3 beats later. If you haven't seen a show before, we are a beat making podcast. We get together every Monday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and we challenge ourselves to create new music, write songs, write tracks, sample different artists, use different techniques, and it's just a kind of like a hang for music producers to see what's good in the community and learn from each other. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. Hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Tell any other producer friends you know if you like to hang out on a Monday night, come through, check us out, or watch the video later. It's all good. We had our last episode was pretty dope. We had
Yeah.
some good guests, man. That was fun. Grim, did you watch that?
Yes. I watched this as much as I could.
It was good, man. I mean, we had Marcus Elbow and Big Baby on the show.
Yeah.
Longtime fans of theirs, and they blessed us with their presence and basically just dropped a lot of gems on that episode. So if you haven't watched the last episode, episode 91, go check it out. It's on the YouTube page as well. What else is going on? Grim, what's going on in your world, man?
Oh man, so much. Just busy. I'm working, collabing with a couple of things and a couple of people, and just working, staying busy.
What's some of the music you're working on?
Normal hip hop, East Coast boom bap. You know how we do in Buffalo.
Who are you working with?
I can't say it. Silence.
I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor you were messing with Q.
Ah. Q is definitely on the list of those. But Q has a I have some more work to do for Q too. You know what I'm saying? So Q is definitely in the pocket. Shout out to Q.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Q. I definitely got some more work for him in store. So
yeah. I'm working on a track I want to do with him actually. As soon as this sample pack is done, I'm gonna jump on it. So we were kind of exchanging some ideas. And actually, we might as well shout it out right now. I'm gonna share my screen really quick. There's typically 5 hosts on the show, and Q is one of them. And he's hanging out in Nashville, his hometown, and he has a show tonight. So he wanted us to kind of give everybody spread the word about the show. He is playing at a spot tonight called the 404 Bar and Grill in Nashville. Looks like they have a lot of stuff going on tonight: hip hop, comedy, poetry, all that stuff. Q.Rock is a part of the festivities. So yeah, so if you're in Nashville tonight, he is performing. So 9:30. So that show is going on right now. And actually, we have a track from Q. He wants us to play some of his new music. Want to let this rock for a little bit. Q.Rock 639.
No matter how far you run, your death is coming. Everyone meets the reaper, ain't no sense in running. Nobody listen ever, I'ma keep it 100. The truth hurts, that's why most people don't want it. Will it come by a disease or a natural cause? Or a bizarre death by a pair of animal claws? Will you burn in hell with a pair of gasoline drawers? Is God gonna judge you for all your flaws? Let's take a pause and think about that. You're dreaming about the afterlife, but where exactly is that? Will you see the light or will it be eternally black? Once you take your last breath, though, there's no turning back. People still have faith in a God they trust. The innocent still suffer, golden dreams turn to rust. The good die, but so do the sinful and unjust. Yo, ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go.
Release your soul in a 6-foot hole, or eventually burn and rest inside an urn. Everybody knows that death is coming. Every race, every child, man and woman. But really my philosophy is much more deeper. Was I meant to be an MC and a teacher? Clock keeps ticking and the times get bleaker. Gotta chase all them dreams into the ether. A lot of us trying to live a healthy long life. Build a fam, buy a house, have a real strong wife. The catch is at any moment you could return back to where we came from if it's your turn. That's why I stay grateful instead of so hateful. Hungry for more and I got me a plate full. Smoke in the air and I conjure up the spirits. Listen close enough, you can feel them in my lyrics. Praise my ancestors that paved the path. Synced up with the patterns that formulate the math. Is it high when you die? Do you fly in the sky or eternally burn in the fire? I might just rise as a titan, a wise man disguised as a white man, fighting injustice. Alright then, outright then, and heighten my senses, defenseless against this. Yes, we are sentenced to death by life.
Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go.
I come from a town that perfected death from above. A lot of veterans never made it home from the club. Live by the sword, get your just rewards. I probably pass the ox cord to the angels when I meet the Lord. Get the party started in the afterlife. It's already hype. It don't need me, but I'll add some spice. Had to do it just because I'm trying to show some love. The day I pulled the plug, I got connected to the real plug. The last day I get faded is to be celebrated. I finally made it. Wings up, feet off the pavement. Please understand, I'll miss my life as a black man, but my transition is the master's plan. My essence is eternal, my flesh is temporary. It's glorious and scary, nerve-wracking and necessary. 6 million ways to go to outer space. If I could choose, I'd die sleeping, dreaming in my PJs. But let me speculate on what's behind the pearly gate. The day you meet your fate, will she be busted or will she look great? 7 wives for you, or dark endless portals above the cloud, looking down on these sinful mortals. New life form, reincarnated, now you're a worm. Same as it ever was, just another turn. Is this really the end? Blank state. If I get shocked in 5 minutes and live, what do I call this place? Heaven or hell, man, I can't tell. Now I gotta die twice, but I was reborn as well. I see a bright light in the sky right now. I got memories of a past life in a strange town. Sarah and Dre came to me the other day. This the second time my dead grandmother had something to say. She was mad cause I was acting like a punk bitch. Dre was laughing like, yeah, he really is.
Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go. Where from dust you come, and to dust you go.
All right. That's an exclusive over here.
Shout out Q.
Shout out Q. Q is I think he's like back home with all his homies.
Power.
There we go.
Power.
Shout out.
Power. Power.
What was he talking about? Passing some angels the aux cord.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Q.
Bars.
Yeah. So it looks like I don't know if those are his two homies that he's been talking about. One of his homies with the studio. So yeah, good
Shout
stuff.
out to Cute Peoples too.
Absolutely. So let's see, and I'm on Q's Bandcamp page. So if you don't know about Q.Rock 639, head over to Bandcamp. You could check it out. Go to canheadrecords.bandcamp.com. Okay. Next up is let's talk about the challenge this week. So we have some vocal stems from a songwriter and singer. Her name is Jordan. And Jordan is active on Twitter. And a couple of weeks ago, I don't know, it was like 4 or 5 weeks ago, she was in a Twitter group that I'm in. And she basically was just asking people for certain samples if someone could remake a sample for her. So I told her that I could. I hit her up with a sample. And then we were just kind of like chatting back and forth on Twitter. And I told her about the show and said, hey, it'd be dope if you have any stems. We could kind of try to flip them for the show. So but 2 weeks ago, she handed us some vocal stems, and today we're going to share kind of like the ideas that we came up with. Some of them are in draft form right now, but yeah, we want to share those on tonight. So this is the challenge. Jordan, we're going to share those song ideas. So shout out to Jordan, and we should probably start talking about that. So how did it go, man? Grim, I know we got E on the line here. He's about to jump in. Grim, how did you do with the challenge this week?
I thought it was dope. I did as much as I could. You know what I'm saying? I have a nice draft idea. If I had a little bit more time, I'd stretch it out, try to make a full song. But yeah, I had a good time with it. The time I had with it was pretty good.
Yeah, and just for those out there who obviously I think everybody knows, but everybody's world kind of got flipped upside down last week with the tragedy that happened in Buffalo. We have a big Buffalo connection because 3 of us are from Buffalo. So last week it kind of just shook our world a little bit. That's why we didn't really have a show last week. So it also kind of, it affected a bunch of stuff. Your ability to make music when you got a lot of stuff going on in your head is kind of tough too. So
yeah.
So I don't know how much anyone wants to add on to that, but horrible stuff. I think we tweeted out a message, love to all of our family in Buffalo. That stuff was crazy. Man, I don't even want to talk about all the negative stuff. Yeah. So let's keep going. All right. So we got the wheel. Should we just go straight into this?
I think we should go straight into the wheel.
Okay, let's do it.
Is there a dummy spin tonight? That's the question.
There should be, right? It's only right.
It should be. It always should be a dummy spin.
But should this be since E isn't like watching or isn't like talking with us? Should we do like 15 dummy spins?
I don't know. He's probably parking the drone or something.
I didn't really appreciate how that other show, y'all didn't do any dummy spins because I wasn't around.
Is that true?
Yeah. That other show I did, y'all didn't give me any dummy spins, man. I'm kind of mad about that.
I don't even remember. What? Was I part of it? Because if I'm spinning the wheel, I'm doing dummy spins.
It was our last show.
Oh, we just went straight into it, right?
Yeah, I went straight into it. No dummies.
Apologies.
It's all good. It was easy doing.
All right, here we go.
why are we getting this mysterious chats from like did you read the chats?
I did not. Are there any messages there for me? Here we go. All right, here we go. We're just gonna spin this. Dummy spin number 1. You know, this happened last time, man. This better not happen again. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna hit the mouse really hard. What the hell is that? All right. Oh, ooh. The wheel has spoken.
The wheel has spoken. Oh man.
This is how we decide who's sharing first.
Power.
The wheel has spoken.
Come out of the shadows. Come out. Oh man.
The best part about that drop is just the
shakiness.
The shakiness and the
the shakiness, man. It's incredibly scary. Nervous. Come out of the shadows. It's almost forced. Gunpoint.
All right, so we're about to hear Grimm's track. He's getting his stuff set up.
I'm gonna play You and I Have. And here you go, mute up. It's like a Zoom session.
Morning texts don't come through, but that don't stop me from thinking of you. Morning texts don't come through, but that don't stop me from thinking of you. Paragraphs and captions is all the messaging that we do. Let me talk to you. Am I in the wrong? You don't speak for so long. What are we doing now? Tell you how I feel, only if it's real. I'll hold it in for now. Not asking for your commitment, just sick of all the indifference. Oh, another post for the socials, gonna saying hold on the global. Wow. 24 to 48, 72, it's getting late, no call from you. Stay on the timeline, stay on my mind, hope you want me to.
All right, so I'll stop there. This is it's no other breakdowns, anything, but I got the vocals from Mr. Cheeky, and I'll play the vocals first. Well, I didn't really do anything, added a little effect to it. And
morning texts don't come through, but that don't stop me from thinking of you.
I actually used
morning texts don't come through, but that don't stop me from thinking of you.
I put a high pass on the vocals, and I actually used RC20, yeah, for the reverb, and I think I put a delay on it. And see, I have a lead synth on here. I think I use Contact. Yeah, Contact. Guitar rig for the effects, layered it, so it had a little distortion to it. in the background. I also use a guitar because I need Cheeky's. I need you on deck, brother, for these guitar.
Oh, okay. Is that guitar rig?
Yeah, I threw guitar rig on top of that. And I use the Ableton pan, like tremolo a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the basics of that. And what else did I? Because it's pretty basic. I think this is studio I use for some chords. Yeah. What is that? What sound is that on studio? So Western strings on studio, flat, no mix down anything, and that's it.
What about those drums? Can you solo those drums?
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. What about the drums? And the hi-hat. I think I chopped a drum loop up from one of these, either Apollo or Ilma. And what's that? The hat. I believe I use additive drums, and I put RC20 on it for the texture.
What about, can you just play the vocals and the drums together? Just solo those two? I just want to listen to that.
Morning texts don't come through, but that don't stop me from thinking of you.
Or get to where like all the drums are in, I guess. There we go.
Tell you how I feel.
That's all good. It sounds like it's getting choppy.
There
we go.
You don't speak for so long. What are we doing now? Tell you how I feel. Only if it's real, I'll hold it in for now.
Yeah, it's lagging.
I'll get. That's dope, man. I like that. I like the whole thing. That's
like a freestyle song. You know, freestyle from like the 80s, that genre music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of a freestyle record.
Yeah, like a breakbeat record.
Yep.
Kenny Dope, shout out. But yeah, that's my idea. That's my draft foundation for this idea, and that's
awesome.
it.
Awesome. We're gonna get back in touch with Jordan and play all these tracks with her too. So we'll get her feedback on this as well. So dope. I'm gonna spin the wheel.
Shout out to Q again. He put it in the chat. Produced by DJ Eddie B and Raw Proof on the vocals with him.
Oh, on that track that we played.
Yeah.
The track is.
Shout out to DJ Eddie B and Raw Proof.
Nice. Death Cues. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna spin this. But I don't know if E is a little tied up right now, so we're gonna see. Oh, it worked out. E has a little more time on his hands.
A little more time on his.
A little more time. All right, let's see. Let's get into this. What am I doing here? Oh, can you see Logic right now?
Yep. You saw Logic. I saw Logic. I didn't see the wheel. I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
damn.
that was some backdoor stuff you was going to pause. But some bookie stuff going on. Like, yes.
Okay. Let me go fix my audio. So I wanted to do the whole track. I just didn't. I'll explain it when we get into it. But there was like just a short section that I really liked of the vocals. And I was going to try to build like a whole track over this one small section and kind of almost in a way, like almost edit some of the vocals that was provided. So what I'll do first is I'll just sample or I'll solo the portion that I really liked of the vocals. Tell me if you could hear this. Give me a thumbs up.
Am I in the wrong? You don't speak for so long.
Yes.
What are we doing
Okay, cool.
now?
So that's the section I wrote something around. It's just
Tell
a loop.
you how I feel, only if it's real, I'll hold it in for now.
And kind of, writing in this fashion is pretty tough because you kind of have to like reverse engineer like all the chords and stuff like that. So I'm just going to let it rock. And then after her vocals play, I'm just going to let the beat kind of like loop over and over. And we'll see how that sounds. So it's the end of the phrase. Let me just get right. Okay, cool.
Am I in the wrong? You don't speak for so long. What are we doing now? Tell you how I feel, only if it's real, I'll hold it in for now. Am I in the wrong? You don't speak for so long. What are we doing now? Tell you how I feel, only if it's real, I'll hold it in for now. Am I?
Okay. Yeah, so that's the loop. And I was thinking like, man, I could take this. What's up?
You should have let it keep going, man. I like that beat.
Would it?
Some drums.
Yeah. You, in order to say that, you have to open your camera. He has his camera off. He's writing sexy on the screen and going, oh man. Oh, you gotta keep that going.
Why'd you stop?
Why'd you stop? Oh, that's funny. Oh man, let me just break it down really quick. So the idea here, I was gonna just kind of try to build off of that and almost rewrite some of the melody lines in a way. And I came up with a cool loop, and I'm like, man, I got to get this back to Jordan and have her kind of like vibe off of this. So I started really simple. I've been listening to just a lot of Afro beats. So that's why I kind of stuck with this like sexiness right here, to quote P. So let me just solo that 1 second. My screen is all messed up. Okay. That was just like somewhat of a hint of an Afro beats type of like vibe a little bit, right? And then I came up with like a chord progression that was just essentially like 2 or 3 chords. And I'm like, all right, let me riff off of that using guitar, right? So did a little bit of panning left, right? Left guitar. And then right guitar. It's like finishing the phrase, right? And then added the bass. which you'll hear next. That's it. It's like essentially those like 2 chords. And then the other like vibey part of it is this whole synth thing that's going on right here, which so that's just 2 different things. That's alchemy. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. That is Native Instruments Complete Control. Let's actually look at everything that's incorporated in this. It's just these 2 things here. This is Complete Control, and I think I used like they have like Native Instruments like 25th anniversary synth stuff, and I found something that was acceptable sounding. And then I used Hybrid Keys, which is a plugin for Native Instruments. I'm not sure exactly who makes. Oh no, it was Glaze. So sorry, I used Glaze. Shout out to Sauce. And then I used, the other one was, I think it was Hybrid Keys. So these are like the 2 sounds that you hear, just kind of like tweaked with the effects and everything like that until we came up with this kind of vibey sound right here. And then I reversed that 1 chord that starts off. Oh, and you know what? You cannot leave any Native Instrument shit like turned on because it will break your system. Oh man, so that should not have CPU issues now. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's it. And then all together, all the elements, we'll play it 1 time through.
Am I in the wrong? You don't speak for so long. What are we doing now? Tell you how I feel, only if it's real. I'll hold it in for now.
There it is.
Oh.
That's it. That's it.
Sexy vibes.
Sexy. So we'll shoot that off to Jordan and let her listen to those tracks. And we'll go from there.
Pause.
Where's E? He's gone, right?
Where's
No E
P?
tonight?
He said he's not going to be on.
Okay.
Yes. It's not gonna make it. Did he
All right.
email you the track or?
Let me check.
He said he's not sending the track either. He's not near his drive.
Okay. All good.
Oh, good.
We'll get it next time. So P, what's new? I know you can't really talk, but what can you give us? Unmute for at least 10 seconds.
Kickstarter probably June 8th.
Okay.
So just getting these graphic novels together, and that's about it.
June 8th, man. That's right around the corner.
Yeah, very close.
2 weeks.
Where is there a landing page right now or anything like that?
Nope, not yet.
Have you figured out your levels?
Yeah, all that's done. The page is actually designed. It's just not public, so I can show it to you. But
Can you give us a sneak peek of those levels? I'm trying to get those levels.
yeah, I guess. Hold on.
At what level do we have to get to get like a signed very, very deep V-neck? A signed very, very deep tank.
It's that beat, man.
What level is that?
It's that beat.
Us-
You did it, bro.
Signed deep tank from P. I don't know what he's doing right now.
I'm launching the page for y'all.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's gonna give us a sneak peek of the page.
Ah,
Okay. Exclusive, man. We got exclusive
exclusive.
music. Opened up with some exclusive music from Q. We're about to see an exclusive landing page for P's Kickstarter. He's about to release to the world June 8th. And if you don't know by now, P is deep in the graphic novel comic book world. And yeah, we want to support him. So that's why we're getting a sneak peek, because the shit is dope.
Super.
All right, let me see. I'm trying to do it on my hold on. I think I can do it. Oh wait. Share screen. Start now. Do y'all see it?
Oh, nice.
Ah,
Yes.
yes. That's
Okay.
dope.
So I'm just gonna scroll up slowly. So essentially, we're launching 3 different graphic novels. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you could speak up though.
Okay. Okay.
Speak up. Speak up.
Sorry, I'm a little got a little bit of a throat thing going on.
Okay.
But yeah. So we're launching 3 different graphic novels. I've been working on these stories for the better part of 3 years. We got the first one is Dragon Face, which is a horror, sophisticated horror comic. You know, I put it in the same category as like a Seven or
Oh.
True Detective. So for the serious, for you people who like your dark, serious, sophisticated type of crime stories, I definitely think you should go and check out Dragon Face. The second one we have up is Drone Slayer X, which is kind of like an Afrofuturist sci-fi story that deals with robotics and trying to. It's basically a survival tale, essentially. And the last one here is Kimmy Cosmic, which is my kind of like science fantasy, all ages comic. Uh, in the same field as like an Avatar, The Last Airbender, or Steven Universe. I realized I was writing a lot of dark stuff, so I needed to make something a little bit bright. But I'm just gonna scroll through this real quickly. You're obviously not gonna get a good chance to really read all these right now because I'm scrolling through it so fast. But it's kind of not conventional for someone to be selling 3 graphic novels all at the same time. So I know it's a bit much. In the future, these books are probably going to be for sale individually as well. So you can buy them in bundles or you can buy them individually through this Kickstarter. So here you can see we kind of go into a lot more detail about the story. Here's some page previews from some of the internal art. So you can see that it's a real thing. Here's my Drone Slayer X comic. There's some page previews from some of the internal art there. And this
Yes.
is Dragon Face book, and there's some preview of some of the internal art as well. Also putting some of my music up on there. We're selling some custom CDs from my album Constellations.
Nice.
And then we also have some digital PDFs of The Gateway to Greatness, which is a graphic novel I did with Anwar Morse, which has never been colored. So we're releasing the color version.
Oh,
it came out in black and white.
That's right.
Also have some from my private stock, have some of my cassettes and vinyl left over from my last project. So that is also going to be available. So those sexy tears that
Yes.
Cheeky wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not I'm not going to spend too much time breaking each one of these down because it would probably take me a while. But essentially, you can buy the PDFs if you're a digital person, and you just want the PDFs of everything. You can get those too. These are bundles. These tiers. You can also have an option to buy anything individually. So
We don't want no stinking PDFs.
Right. Most people don't want the PDF.
No.
It's so funny. The whole PDF versus like physical book thing is such an interesting concept. But yeah, people don't want the stinking PDF.
Exactly. Keep going. Keep scrolling.
So these bundles, basically, I'm giving you. You can either get the graphic novel, Kimmy Cosmic here, or you can get Dragon Face. Each one of them also comes with Drone Slayer X. I should preface the length of these books, and I'm going to update the graphics The Kimmy Cosmic graphic novel and the Dragon Face graphic novel are both 130 pages. So
Oh,
that's equivalent to 5 issues, 5 comic book issues. So
wow.
it's a full story arc. A
Wow.
lot of people do Kickstarters. A lot of people sell graphic novels, and they're like 60 pages, 80 pages, 70 pages. These are 130 pages each. So that's what the price point is at, therefore, because you're getting a full 5 chapter graphic novel. The Drone Slayer X is just the first issue of a comic, so that's 37 pages.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we have a music bundle here. So if you just wanted to get the music, you can grab the music. All of these are out of print and not, and most likely won't be printed again. So the
Mm-hmm.
private stock of the vinyl and cassettes that I have left is all I have.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get this ultimate bundle and this omega bundle here, which kind of includes everything. So if you just want all the graphic novels and all the everything digitally,
Mm-hmm.
you can get this ultimate bundle. You can get the Gateway to
Omega.
Greatness PDF. You're getting the digital LP. You're getting the Manga Americana digital LP too. So you get those downloadable Bandcamp links that allow you to download all the music in MP3 or Wave or however way you want to do it. And these final bundles are, it's kind of, you get everything in the kitchen sink. Plus, you can get featured on a P.SO song. Um,
What?
yeah, I mean, if you want it, you can get it.
Hey,
And then another one is your likeness will be used in an upcoming comic. So that's like the maximum tier that
that's
you can
dope.
get.
That's dope.
Wow.
Now we're gonna be adding more tiers. We're gonna be adding more things. There's a lot of other things like T-shirts and alternate covers and prints and posters and stickers and all types of things that eventually we're going to get around to adding. But
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see the response first. Before we start going crazy with all the other add-ons,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see how people feel about just the books first and see what we can get.
Can so you have Gateway to Greatness.
Hmm.
That is what is the environment that you need to be in when you experience that piece? That's like
Weird environment. Like it's. I kind of feel like it's like a slice of life, like Harvey P. Carr, American Splendor type of comic. So what that means is, if you guys familiar with Harvey P. Carr, they did a movie about him called American Splendor, starring Paul Giamatti. He was known for doing these comics that were very much like, hey, it's just a regular dude going to the grocery store,
yeah.
and like the shit that he'd have to deal with. You know what I mean? Like it was very kind of like oddball, just regular guy life. And Gateway to Greatness is kind of that's my Harvey P. Carr comic. It's not superhero. It's not, there's nothing supernatural about it. It's just a story about me. Well, a guy who essentially is me living in New York, just trying to find his artistic voice.
Do you recommend listening to music when you read that one? That's what I'm talking
Oh, I recommend listening to music when you read everything.
about.
I mean, I was thinking eventually, I mean, I want to release some of my books with scores and like,
Yeah.
beat tapes or whatever to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I write everything listening to music and very specific music. So
That's
definitely, maybe I should, create some playlists to go along with some of my books.
that's what I was thinking of. I think you and I talked about this before or whatever, but that's like a perfect combo, right? That whole intersection of like beats and comic books right there.
Hmm.
But this is
Yeah.
super dope, man. I mean, so we got 2 weeks until this is going live. Um, I'm super
Yeah.
excited, man.
Yeah.
Super,
Thank you.
super
Thank you.
excited.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy because I've been working on it for so long. Just to get to this point is just a big deal. So yeah,
Mhm.
hopefully we can get it. We can launch it. Hopefully you guys throw me $1 or two, a shilling.
So if I wanted my likeness on the comic book, do you get to
That's
choose
cool.
what happens with that character?
Yeah. That is so. That's very funny that you even asked that. Yes, I get to choose what happens to that character. So yeah,
wow.
I can make you a zombie that will get beheaded. Um, you know, I don't know. We'll talk about it. I feel like if anyone actually spends that money, I'm gonna have them have some type of input as to how their character is used. I
Yeah.
can't promise, but I will definitely make sure it's significant. It won't be just like, oh, you're a face in the crowd. Like I'm gonna make you into an actual character that actually does something or other. Who knows? You might be a permanent character. You know
Oh, look at
that
that.
might even happen. Like who knows? We'll see.
See, it's so basically the price point to get in a comic book is right there. P is providing it. If you ever
Right,
wanted
right,
to get
Right.
in a comic book, there
I'll
you
have
go.
Pete.
And you
yeah,
get all that other stuff with it too. So
right.
there you go.
It's not. Yeah, it's a great deal. It's a great deal. You know.
That's dope.
So
That's super exciting. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Jersey Boy Beats. What's good?
Shout out.
He said, "Man, I almost missed the stream." Um, yeah, man, you're here. Yeah, we've kind of been all over the place the last week or two, so we didn't have time to kind of like put the show up and let people know. And last week we are off, so we're back on it though. So yeah, this is a dope episode. We're gonna get Jordan those tracks that we made, and then E's gonna send us his track, or we'll listen to it next week. We should talk about what the next challenge is, because we might be stuck here unless we could give a shout out to Jersey Boy Beats if he could think of a challenge for us.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still on the stream or anybody in the stream.
Challenge.
Q doesn't count because Q is he's too involved. He's rocking it at that show right now.
Yeah.
But what do you guys have any like random ideas for challenges? I had like a whole bunch of them recently.
I think that I had a challenge that I never really got a chance to give y'all, but it was this one song that it's just this 12-minute song that has all these different parts to it.
Oh yeah, you
I
were
just-
talking
I
about
just
that.
think it would be a sampling dream because there's it would just be one of these songs that we would all come up with something completely different because there's so many different parts to this one particular record.
We haven't done the same song in a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've done it in a while.
Grim, do you have any ideas too? Just
No, I'm blank right now.
P, what's the track? I think we talked about this like 5 episodes ago.
Yeah, it's by MGMT.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
called-
right.
It's called Siberian Breaks.
Siberian
And
Breaks.
yeah, you have to you got to listen to the whole song. Like, you
Okay.
can't listen to the first like 2 or 3 minutes, and you got to listen to the whole record because there's all these different parts. It keeps changing throughout the entire song.
Is this is the CD, or this is the CD I just said. This is the album that Rihanna sampled, or it's like there's a beat
No,
that
that's I think you're thinking about Tame Impala.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, MGMT is different than Tame Impala, but they also have a bunch of really sampleable, if that's a word, sampleable.
Really?
music.
What? Wait,
Tame.
come on.
I know what you. I know
What's
song
what?
you're talking-
What am I thinking of?
The song you're talking about is by Tame Impala. It's called
Yeah. You think? Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's a Tame Impala one. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's well, I'm mad I can't think of the name. New person, same.
Yeah.
New person,
Okay.
same old
Sorry.
mistakes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this album was weird. This MGMT one, by the way.
This particular one, so the whole MGMT thing, and I guess we could talk about them real quick because it's interesting. Their first album was hugely successful. It's kind of like one of those
Right.
modern day classic albums where it was like this band came out of nowhere. Their first
Right.
album has all these records on it. They have their own distinct sound, but it's also like super like relatable and like the first album was a big it was almost like a pop success.
Yeah.
And the two members of the band were like, yo, we're not those dudes. We're not pop artists. We don't want to be huge pop, successful. So we're gonna make like an anti-album or whatever. So,
Yeah.
like they've basically been trying to destroy their own success, like their own career, by just making like really weird and like more left field albums with mixed results. This particular album, when it came out, I didn't love it, but then the more I listened to it, it grew on me. Like, for instance, this song, it's one of those songs where like the first 3 or 4 minutes, it's like, I want to forward it, but then by the time you get to the end, it's like, oh snap, okay, there's some interesting things
Oh, okay.
on it. So yeah, like MGMT, every one of their albums is completely different. Their most recent album that came out a couple years ago was really, really good, almost as good as their first one. But this song is just an interesting song to sample. I think it has a lot of parts to it that we can sample.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember this coming out and I remember thinking the same thing. I'm like, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah.
And then you know what though? I saw
also
them.
like it.
I saw them years ago. Damn, 2014 or 13. And it was at a festival and the experience was weird. I don't know. It just like I kind of like left feeling like, what did I just see?
Yeah, no, they're that type of, they're very, left field type of
Yeah.
musicians.
What did I just see?
But yeah, I mean, with all that being said, just from a sampling perspective, I think Grim E, especially the second half of this record is where I think a lot of the juicier tidbits. But I'm interested to see what you guys hear from it, where you guys hear samples, and what you decide to pluck from it.
Okay.
To make it into something cool.
Look at that. P gave us the challenge. Good stuff, man. So that's the challenge. We're going to sample the song Siberian Breaks. And yeah, I think that's it. You guys got anything else you want to talk about? I think we could kind of wrap it up.
No.
Nope. Shout out.
Okay.
Shout out E. Shout out all of our listeners.
Yeah. Shout out everybody. Thanks. Shout out to Denise Fisher in the chat as well, of course, our manager. So yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. We got a challenge, and let's see. Well, I feel like I'm missing something. There's definitely something I'm missing. Was there any other music we're supposed to listen to? No, I think that's it. Okay. Cool. All right. That was it. You were watching 3 Beats Later. Thanks for rocking with us. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, all that good stuff. If you know other producers that like to, sample music or just challenge themselves to make something new, absolutely tell your friends to tell a friend. And we will be back next Monday at 9:30 p.m. and we're going to share our Siberian breakdowns. All right, y'all.
Hey.
Peace. See ya.